You
especially happy
guys,
Saturday. Yes.
it was a struggle. This just goes to show how long it's been since we have done a live stream. So you guys, we're gonna choose a theme for today, but we decided, you know what? It's been a while. Let's just catch up. Let's just hang out. And Napa Auto Parts is calling me. I don't know why. Maybe they have the hose I need.
Well, take the call. Let's see what they have to say.
Let's see. Take it live. Go for it. Go for it.
We're
Oh,
live
okay.
right now.
I know. Should I? Well, I don't know, but I'll call Napa back. We'll see.
We don't have anybody on yet. So
No,
go for
that's
it.
amazing.
That's me, so you can take the call. It'd be funny.
I'm trying to.
Please hold while we connect you to one of our team members.
What if they're gonna ask me to like verify my
We
they're
can
gonna ask
go-
me to verify my address or something.
We can go beep.
So anyway, what we're gonna do today
This is
is
it.
we're just gonna
Yes.
hang out with you. We're just gonna let you know what's been going on. A lot of people are wondering like, why aren't you guys live streaming? Like you used to at least live stream every freaking Friday, you know, and things they have changed. So
Yes.
what's the status of the shop? What's been going on? Let's just let you guys know what's up, and then if you have any specific questions, we're just gonna hang out and talk
Yes,
with you
and
for a little bit.
if no one says anything, we can even dabble into the helical or time cert question.
Oh.
But so it's an update. It's been a while. Everybody, like I said, everybody's been asking, and we're trying to get back in this scheme of things.
Napa's gonna have to call me back later.
Yes.
In the swing of
Swing of things.
What did you
So,
say?
I don't know.
nothing. Don't
People can rewind it.
Oh, okay.
Don't go to me for how to pronounce words or how to spell words. But so anyway, so the update is
Joseph. Hey, Lawnmower.
we're officially home. Yes, and we got a couple people now eating lawnmower. Yeah, we got a couple people on that they're like, y'all never go on anymore. So here we are, letting you know we're not dead. We're okay. Health is
alive,
good.
yeah.
Yes. You're doing good. You're
Yeah,
just
we're
doing a test drive over here.
Yeah, I
on
was
the
test
truck.
driving. Everything works. So thank goodness.
So that's what So we're doing good. We're building a shop. It's built, kind of, not all finished. So all the equipment is quite not set up yet. We're actually going to have a studio out there. So right now we're inside, and actually it's pretty cool being inside. We have AC.
We're inside Danny's house right now. So yeah, we're living the good life. But right now things are, it's chaos. A lot of people are wondering like what's happening with the machine shop. Are you not working for customers anymore? Do you still have the machines? Like there's been a lot of that style of question, and I don't really know how to answer.
So there we go. We still have all the machines. In fact, we're setting up now as a studio machine shop, so we can film different things. We want to do. If you watch my videos, I do a lot of how-to stuff, and people want to know, even from real simple stuff. But the studio we're actually going to do, it's not only going to be a machine shop, but it's also going to be a garage. I have a lift in the shop, so that's what that's going to. We are keeping the shop. We are keeping all of our existing customers that are our long-term customers. We would never say no. We're still going to take care of those. We're not going to really take on any new customers.
Yeah.
So we still have
unless
some.
I say so.
Unless Shop Mom says so. So that's always the answer for everything is contact Shop Mom. And we're always interested, or she's always interested in a project. I think also without too many ums in there. There's 2, right? Or 3, I don't know how many so far, but we're going to have a drinking game for how many of those there are.
We don't even have wine yet.
No,
What's
we don't.
going on? We're drinking water.
Texas spring water. So, but the Smokey car thing is also, it's finished. If you remember from my videos or face videos, when did we last leave the Smokey, the Saga or whatever?
Oh yes, we put it away for winterization.
Yes, we finished the engine, put it all back together again, rebuilt some stuff, fabbed some pieces that were missing, got it in the car.
I still think that there's more to that.
There's still always more, and
though. I think there's more. I don't think it's just a plate. I think there's more there. I think Smokey
Faye has always thought
broke it off, and I think he kept it and he took it to the grave.
There's pieces of the puzzle still missing, and
there is.
when we put the engine in the car, we found a lot of we're using black and white photos, we're using video, and we're using anything that we can to figure out where things go. We did there's another there. Please go ahead, drink up.
Should I get a bottle of wine? Should we just go ahead?
Might be time for
I mean,
a bottle of wine.
probably.
Yeah.
It's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's neat. It's fun because it's historic. We don't want to hurt anything, but we find things. We find where's the hole and the screw went in, and we use the picture. So Faye is early on kind of think there's something still missing. There's things missing.
I really think there's something still missing. We're trying to find all the pieces to the puzzle, and it's actually a video I filmed of Danny last week, but I have been so busy I haven't edited it. In fact, the video that I plan on dropping tomorrow on my channel, I haven't even begun editing it yet.
Edit tonight.
What am I doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did like sort of a discovery. Danny was just showing me, he was unboxing some stuff, just going through some just totes that he has of Smokey stuff. And the next thing I knew was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And I had my camera. I was like, tell me more, Danny. So like we just did an unboxing, and I learned so much just from like looking at the stuff. So he's got more boxes, and we're gonna try to start a series.
All of these boxes that came from the Unique family
like
through Tony, and they were stored away. Well, when we moved, and we're getting everything jammed into this shop, and it's actually quite, the shop's not little, but it's a full machine shop, and it's everything that I own, and a lot of it even still is not all inside, but. Oh, it's like it stops you. I have these boxes, all these totes of Smokey stuff.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen them in years. And I've seen, a couple of them I opened, look inside, and I stored it, and they have, I think either Tony or Trish or somebody wrote what they are, hot vapor on the front of it. But we started unboxing a couple. And we started with one, and then went two, and we answered a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah. It's when you see the pieces, you're able to corroborate the stories. And, people say that, Smokey wasn't truthful, or he was a lie or whatever. And sort of seeing the items in person, you realize that a lot of, like, you're putting pieces of the puzzle together, and you're corroborating his stories, and just
if you joined us, and maybe we need to finish the book club on the smoke stuff, but
we need to get back to book club.
We do need to get back to book club. Had a lot of people comment about that too.
And what did we learn? And even Smokey even said he tells the truth. He does tell the truth, even if it's not pleasant. The book is the truth. So a lot of things that you see, there's stories everywhere. A lot of the stories. Smokey actually helped or didn't squash them when they were going out. If you watch a book club, you'll know that if you think you know something, he don't have time for pelicans and people that think they know something. So he'll tell you, oh yes, that's exactly what happened. So then they'll go out and they'll write a story for Car and Driver or for a magazine, and then it'll be historic because it's written in a story about this. So there's a lot of controversy, even though he was part of some of the controversy. What have we found out? I know me personally, I have never found one thing yet that does not fit the story. Everything that he says, when we go through stuff and I find stuff, and I have a lot of stuff, it's on point. What do you say? The gray area is women. That's what, remember, that's one thing that he may have fudged a little bit.
We read about that, but we should like sit down and figure out a day again and get back into book club now that we have like a little bit more control over our lives and our schedules. Let us know in the comments. You guys,
if you're
in book club,
interested
and what night works well for you. We were doing it. Were we doing it Friday nights?
We were doing Friday nights. Yeah.
Didn't we start even on Wednesday or something? It was pandemic, so
I can't do Wednesday. That's book. That's
hockey. No, we can do any night. Yes, we could. And now that we're home.
There's a question from Dark Blaze 176. When's the next time you'll be in town? I missed you when you went to State 48. Oh, I want to go to another one. Well, not another. I haven't been to any. I want to go to one of State 48's car shows. So I don't know, but I'll probably announce it. And then I'm also going to be going to Phoenix to teach a couple more brakes classes at Bogey Shop, and I'll be announcing those. So just stay tuned to my social media. I'll probably just share them on Instagram. But yeah, I'll definitely be back. I love those guys at State 48 so much. People are loving it.
Here.
He says he's here for it. Anytime is good.
Okay,
Anytime
good.
is good.
So we did, and like I said,
and should we pick up where we left off in book 2?
I can't wait to get my favorite one.
I want to do I want to do the invention. I know.
The inventions.
Should we just start on book 3 and just get through book 3?
It would kind of fit all the boxes that
I kind of want to do.
We've learned so much in these boxes. We literally don't want to. In fact, we stopped at 2. We were going to open 1, and then it's like 2, and it just starts you going into these. I mean, if all these parts, these pieces of the puzzle. It's awesome. We should, because I feel like as we're reading along in book 3,
as we take stuff out of the totes and like go through them, we're gonna find things that match the story, so we can do like show and tells again. I like
Yeah.
the show and
That
tells.
could actually work out real well. It could be a lot of fun.
Yes, and any of his venture stuff, I have a lot of it as his personal. I mean,
Check my
we could pull
schedule
stuff out, and that's the thing.
Fridays are looking.
Yeah, so Friday works. It's nice being home now and being. Shop Mom's been trying to do this for a long time, not being so tied to the building and to
Thousands of dollars of rent.
$1,000 in rent, and we served a purpose. We help people, and that's fine, it's great, but it does kind of. That's our focus is helping people. So now we're helping ourselves. I'm just joking about helping ourselves, but we get more control of what we get to do, and we've been dying to do the Smokey stuff. In fact, we were just talking about that. It's time now. The last thing that we did to get you current to the car. It's ready.
Yes.
It
The next
runs.
project.
It in fact, the one missing piece, like you say, some things are missing. There has to be a torque strap, because this thing has so much torque. I've only driven it once down the street and back, not anywhere, it doesn't have tags on it. It's a car that's never been tagged. And
It's never been titled.
it's never been titled. It was sold to Smokey for $1. It's ready. The clock works. It's a quartz clock. So what's ready now is we put it in hibernation.
Yeah,
So
so we're planning on de-winterizing it sometime at the beginning of next month. It's just like an idea that we had, just like based on how much work it's gonna take. And you gotta let me know when you need help moving stuff. I mean, I know sometimes I'm working on something like that isn't a timeline, but a lot of times I can stop what I'm doing and come over and help. He doesn't ask for any help. I always go over and ask him for help with stuff all the time. He never asks me for help. It's unfair. This is not an equally yoked friendship, Danny.
Okay, well, we will.
Oh,
we
my
will.
goodness.
Right now, the car is up on the lift.
And there's all this stuff underneath.
Yes.
It's storage. So we got to get all this stuff out, and then so our plan, our hope is to de-winterize the car beginning in March. We have like another week. It looks like next week is going to be sort of like crazy with some rain, and that's going to be crappy. But it tends to end of March tends to look a lot better for us weather-wise. So that was
that will be a great video. Also, not that even if you don't know who Smokey Unique is, but how to de-winterize a car.
Yeah.
Here we don't normally put cars away. It'll be cold as all get out, and to us, if it's 30 degrees, it's cold as all get out.
No, to you, it's cold.
Okay, with me, I'm wearing a sweater and 3 or 4
Yeah.
shirts. And then 4 hours later, it's 60 degrees. So we don't normally put boats away. We don't normally put cars away like they do up north. So I feel for y'all. I mean, they put them away. Where I shouldn't say they. Y'all know what you do. You don't drive the car, especially if you have a real nice car. They throw salt in the ground. So bringing it out of hibernation will probably be good, because we did the full meal deal.
Yeah.
We did the fuel system.
Yep.
We did the engine.
Yeah,
we sprayed
we
stuff.
fogged the
Did y'all
cylinders.
do any Healy coils or time, sir?
We didn't do no helicals or time strips in that one.
No,
But,
I
getting
had
the
to on
controversy
my
going.
project. Yeah, let's no, we'll talk.
I
We
didn't
should.
know that controversy.
That one so crazy. That is such a big. Do you know what's even worse though? Is penetrating lubricants. People are so passionate about penetrating lubricants. You name one of them, and you're gonna get like 20 comments. You're gonna get like 2,000 comments of people all recommending something different that they swear by. It's such a hot topic. I'm like, why are you married to this lubricant? Were you involved in the production of it, the manufacturing, the design? No, it's very people.
And it's
are
probably
very opinionated.
Walter Davis the 40th or something.
Yeah, who even cares?
Yeah.
I don't care. I've got all of them. I use them all. I sort of use the name interchangeably.
If you want to read some interesting comments or get involved in the we'll ask the question here: are you a helicoil person or a time cert person? Helicoils and time certs are ways to repair threads. And Faye had pulled the threads out of a block when you have.
Wasn't my fault, people.
No, yeah. When you disassemble something that's been parked for a long time, it gets corroded, stuck. The threads pull.
Oh, I think someone's had that transmission out before, because I saw a lot of markings on it.
So
I
they
don't
could
think
have
that's
over.
original.
So when you pull a steel bolt out of an aluminum transfer case or aluminum bell housing, the threads came out with it. So I even read some of the things. Oh, just drill it bigger and put a bigger bolt. Well, I mean, there's all kinds of crazy things you can do. There's the bolt. So some aluminum came out with it. So how would you repair that? I mean, we've had answers to leave it alone. Why do you think they put that many bolts on there anyway? Toyota is real robust. So if you were out in the field somewhere, it probably
I
wouldn't
probably
hurt,
could have left it
but
out, it
Faith
would have been
is
fine.
never gonna just leave a bolt
But
off.
I don't know, like I
OCD
can't,
or-
yeah, I don't know what it is, but I get hung up on things, which is why I'm very slow as well.
Same
Okay,
with
people,
we'll,
I
we'll
get-
spend hours.
No, what I-
Not necessarily going backwards, but making sure it's right. That half the
I
time it
can't
probably
let
wouldn't
it
matter,
go.
but
I
it
can't
matters to
let
us.
it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then what I could have done too, what I noticed is that one actually it went through the block and then there was space on the backside. So I could have found a slightly longer bolt and put a nut on the end as well. So I that was
And that would in a sense of working, that would work. So and the thing about it is
look, there we go.
is this
I'm sorry,
controversy? Here we go.
So many people already are gonna say what their favorite. Yeah, I have the freeze off. I have the CRC one. I have Croyle. I have PB Blaster,
PB
which
Blaster,
I actually
cap-
like. I really like. I mix acetone and transmission fluid
Which
together.
is
That's
an
a tone
excellent
trick.
old-fashioned way. If y'all don't have any of those, that actually was really
so
good.
many.
That the transmission fluid and acetone. If that doesn't get it, I mean,
Yeah, I think I think when you mix them together, they're toxic, which is why they don't sell a blend of that's like similar. I think when you mix them together, it's like probably something.
but anything
that, like-
toxic, it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
So
you know.
no, but I've left stuff. I've gotten.
So
I think
if you
it
get it in
smells
your
good.
eyes, it's gonna burn. It has a catalyst in it.
Yes,
And-
I like the way it smells. People don't like the way it smells,
And
but I do.
that's what good.
It's got a little, yeah.
That and so anyway, so now we're gonna go. It got me thinking of all the different smells in the shop and the chemicals. And
The
some of those we
Loctite,
like,
the
but-
red Loctite glue stick. I like the smell of that too.
You were probably a lot of fun in junior high.
I didn't sniff glue.
No.
No,
You
but
waited till you grew up.
I guess so.
and the controversy is really there is, and they both work and they're both good. And to me, they both have a place. There's, I wouldn't just say,
Oh, the helicoil versus the time
you
cert.
just helicoil
Helicoil,
or
okay,
just
all right. I was
time.
like, whew.
Oh, it's on the smells and that. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
also-
I was like, what
well,
smell? I thought we were back on penetrating lubricants.
No, it would be yes. So anyway,
thank
I'll
goodness.
just
You can't win that argument. You can't win any of those.
and
arguments.
there's. It's
Mike's
personal
right. He says a
preference.
longer bolt might work well in a lot of applications. Yeah, and like one of those situations like we were talking about, it's like helicoil and time cert, both of those. According to Danny, and I trust him because I've actually never installed a time cert. Danny says that it takes more skill to do a helicoil than a time cert. So there is skill required to do the job. So like let's say that you're in a situation where you don't have the skill or you don't have the tools, you don't have the right size drill bit. Absolutely, I think that 100% because it went all the way through. I had plenty of room on the backside of the block. I absolutely 100% could have used a longer bolt and a nut and been fine with it. Fine with it.
And it would have worked. And
It would have worked great.
there's-
Yeah, no problem. So
yeah.
you're 100% right.
That is a I don't want to say proper. Probably the dealership wouldn't do that, but as opposed to not having a bolt at
Well,
all.
the dealership might
Yeah.
have because there are some on a couple. Why can't I can't think of them right now, but I know of some bolts that go through and have a nut on the other end on some bell housing.
Well, the
bolts.
cross member.
Oh, the crossover
Cover
does.
had
Yeah,
four of them.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that would
have
have been a good.
Now, okay. So let's just
Okay.
let's just
Let's just-
logistically, we're just
I
looking
wanna
at
point
the
out that
calendar.
Wade remembers that you used to use a gasket for your teething ring.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and I'm-
Some of
and I'm
those
still-
things go way back.
Yes, that's right. We got to find that picture. That's my mom passed, but she used to have a picture of me in a diaper with a teething ring, an exhaust gasket as my teething ring, and the shop mom would tell my mom. That's asbestos. And I would
Hey, with
would say
asbestos.
asbestos. That's not good, and she look at shop mom first and look at me. Well,
He turned out fine.
He seems to be pretty good. Yeah, he
He's
seems to be all
fine,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
So
Next Friday is the 7th, but the following Friday is the 14th, and I have plans on Valentine's Day.
There you
Going out to dinner with Brandon, and then my dad is flying in,
Again?
visiting. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
I
we're
think he left to do yard work.
actually this time we're playing a hockey tournament.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we have we've got a beginner league that we're playing in a club division, and we didn't have enough players to make our own team. There's not enough beginners that wanted to play. So my dad is actually flying in to be on the team. So it's a tournament over the weekend, and then he's flying home. So, but yeah,
pretty cool.
I gotta get him back out in the yard, get him setting some piles of brush on fire. Yeah, he likes yard work.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
yes.
rubber band. Let's be careful.
Not now.
for the time being.
Oh, for Kamal County, they lifted it.
Yeah,
where I'm
I'll
at.
be right back. Just wait.
Um,
Now, Mike Goodman is suggesting that you guys need more light. I think you look fine.
Oh.
Yeah, who's suggesting we have more light?
I think
It looks pretty
I
good.
think we look
I think you
amazing.
look pretty good.
I'm just worried you put too much light on and then you can't
Yeah,
see. You
and
can't
you
see
don't
my
see-
eyes.
yeah.
Well, I mean, there's actually that beautiful window behind you, but it
But
lets in too much
it's-
light.
it's-
Oh, way too much light. Yeah.
Yeah, there's light behind us. We don't want light behind us. Well, all right. So, how is everybody? We miss y'all,
Brian's
actually.
Here, Torcy's here. Wayne's
Brian's
I know, it's-
here.
Moore's here. Brandon's here.
Oh,
Is
hey,
that-
Brandon.
This is pretty cool because we don't even, we're just doing this like, let's just do it. It's fun to do.
Yeah.
It's no pressure.
We gotta get him back into making
Yeah,
YouTube videos
and we
as well,
haven't
too.
announced it at all, or like put out there that and look
was
at
like- it was a
and look how many
last
people are in
minute
here. Yeah,
This is
and that's what
amazing.
the,
wants to know what rank you're going to be at.
Oh, I don't want people showing up. I'm not gonna announce that
Well,
publicly.
not like they're going to come. Okay. It's
um,
just a joke.
you-
It's just an LOL.
oh, okay.
Okay.
I was like, you say that, but no, I've actually had to have people physically
Stalker, yes,
removed.
yes.
I've seen your
I've-
stalkers.
I've had
They-
stalkers show up, and I had to call the police and have them physically removed.
We've
from the
had-
work. Yeah, it's unpleasant. It's
When
unpleasant.
I had a shop, I had your stalkers there. I know.
Oh,
I know.
God.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So I've invited the people that I want to invite to come watch. And
if you know, you know. If you don't,
Yeah.
hey, you know.
yeah, so that's weird.
So that's why I never.
It's weird. Just let me play hockey in peace, people. But I'm thinking though, what like we should? Do you have the book, Danny? Do you have the book like handy?
Like which ones?
You
The
have your books.
the
Where
Smokey
are-
books?
The
where
book,
are your Smokey
yeah.
books?
I know where mine are right now.
oh, the smoking books. I know exactly where they're at.
Do you want to just don't trip?
Don't trip.
That's a tripping hazard. Oh God. Oh. Am I wearing a tiara? I might as well be. This is my pixie crown. Okay. No, this is actually I had this on because I'm doing a test drive and I was just checking for leaks. And so
Which one?
there we
The
go.
hard or
No, the
soft
third
copy?
one. The
The
third.
inventions?
The
No,
inventions.
The inventions.
Okay,
There's a
thank
soft
you.
copy of the inventions.
Oh no, we love a soft coffee.
Yeah.
Did you see what
Coffee?
Brian said to you
I love
today?
coffee. Yeah.
That he was behind a built wide body MK5 Supra. Got him
Ooh.
snapping a picture of it for you. Then came home and here y'all are.
Oh, we were on the same wavelength,
It's meant to
Brian.
be.
It was meant to be. I know. Baby. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Finally, after 2 years of taking classes, I finally achieved the credits that I need at Toyota to sign up for the Supra class, and I am officially enrolled, and it is in May. It is in May. So I
proud of you
will
for that. That's
finally
awesome.
be able to. Thank you.
That's awesome. A lot of work gone into that one.
Oh
And
my
there's
God.
not a lot of people. They're trying to get at least one per dealership, right?
Yeah,
but
they need one.
yeah, but
per dealership, and yeah, I'm really stoked on it because at least one, there should be two, but like they got a bunch of people certified. So for a while, they didn't really need that many, but then people come and people go. So so I'll finally be super certified about halfway through May, and then I can finally get my car back. So and then I might return. I think I'm gonna return my lease, because I don't need 2 Mark V Supras. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't need 2 Mark V Supra payments. So I'm hoping to just be able to, I don't know what the price is going to be. I'm not sure what's going to happen. There's at one point where it was, I had a representative at Toyota who is now gone, who was like, we'll just sell it to you for $1. I'm like,
I'll
but
take that.
I know, but he also, that guy, he sort of talked big, but then he didn't really know his position necessarily. I don't know. So I'm not sure what is actually going to happen. I'm just expecting to pick up on payments where I left off. But either way, I just feel extremely grateful that I'm going to be able to be in the position to have the Supra back and actually work on it. I'm technically not even allowed to be working on them because I'm not certified. But anyway.
That's pretty cool. You're
Very exciting.
Just not anybody, even at Toyota, can work on the Supra.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
anybody could work on it. It's not like you're gonna die or blow up when you do it.
Yeah,
but
but-
it's a
They
specific
take it very
car.
seriously.
Yeah, they take it
you've
seriously.
got because of the BMW system. You've got to learn the BMW software. So I've got to be trained on ISTA, which is very different than GTS Plus. It's kind of funny how the BMW stuff works too. It's like they don't trust you. If you're gonna go through a diagnostic, you have to go every single step by step, and they don't let you deviate from it. It's like the computer knows if you didn't do the step, and then you're like, yeah, fine, check, and then it's like, no, do that first before you can move on to the next thing. It like forces you down the diagnostic path. It's
Well, that's
kind
kinda
of
cool.
crazy. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I haven't played around with it very much, but I bought the cable. It was very expensive. But anyway, so this is the Indie Racing and Invention. So this, you guys, why don't we pick up on it? Wade says that's the Germans. Yeah, they're very strict. What do you guys think about
Picking up on book
picking up
3
on
or-
book?
And I don't think they're.
3?
Yeah, we call it book. Is it book 3? There's 3 books in the series, and he has it kind of divided up. And we were going to leave that.
Oh
one
yeah,
for-
volume 3.
Okay, so there it is. So it would be, but this is his inventions, and he invented a lot of stuff. You know, he was actually.
Look
I
at the
know.
machine shop.
Look at his dyno. That's his dyno.
Danny has wanted that dyno for as long as I've known Danny.
It's yes. It's I don't want to say it's.
Maybe they're right about the lights. I can't really see the picture.
Yes.
But wait a second. Nope, I got it. Look at his dyno!
Yes.
Wow! All right. Well, anyway.
Oh, that's where the light came from. I
Yeah.
was like, dang, I turned that one on and it just got brighter in here. And I was literally looking at the light going, how did it do that?
How did the light illuminate the book?
Oh.
Would it be unreasonable to like just
That's I had to restrain even when I got the books to not just go to there. But I think I still just went there and then went and read the other
You
books.
pretended that you were restraining yourself.
Yes.
And then you went.
Because I like the Smokey history. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of the history is great, but his invention, the things that he invented, a lot of things he didn't even get really credit for. But there's more.
My goodness.
Sorry, all the pictures. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like,
Everyone
yeah.
is happy with the light.
Oh, everyone likes that. Oh, good. I like the light.
There you
You
go.
can see us better. I mean,
And
do we just
I do want
do we start book club, you guys?
Well, yes, we got to get, and I do want to get. I actually had downloaded the software from my laptop and wanted to actually set up. This is, we're doing it from an iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
But actually, we have cameras, we have lighting, we have all the stuff. It's just a matter of learning it all.
This was spur of the moment.
Yes,
Yeah,
but with the laptop and the OSB, I believe is one.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're
OBS.
OBS.
I
Yeah,
think,
I'm dyslexic, so
No, I couldn't.
that's why
Yeah, it sounded right.
That's why it takes me longer to get stuff done. But we would be able to, if we're talking about something in the book, we would actually be able to put it up on the screen. So that as opposed to just holding it up on the screen,
Oh no, that would be neat.
it would, because then we would just take and the stuff we're going to be talking about, and while we're talking about it or reading about it, we can put it up on the screen and y'all can see if you don't have the book. But we do suggest you get the book.
Oh,
and-
so many people have the books. All the books.
a lot of people now,
from
and
book club.
Yes. So either way, you just let us know. Let us know.
Dark Blaze is letting me know that you missed his question, Faye.
Oh, well, let's hear.
Oh no, he was asking about State 48. I answered
No,
it.
he asked another one.
Oh.
And really, I just wanted to say it's hard to get a word in, so.
Oh, sorry, I'll slow down.
No.
Sorry,
He's asking, would you ever go on a drag and drive like Rocky Mountain Race Week? He's hoping to bring his 3.5 liter 5-cylinder rear-wheel drive Cavalier. He's getting it done by the beginning of May. So now I've asked the question.
Oh.
I'm off the hook.
Go on a drag and drive. Well, I don't since I'm not familiar with that one, like I don't know. I've done Hot Rod Power Tour and I want to do it again in the Mark III. I did it in my Mark V, which is like cheat mode, I'm not, but even the Mark III, it's not old enough to be sort of considered like part of the Hot Rod Power Tour. It's like what year's the cutoff? It's like, is it?
I don't know about the Power Tour, but everybody does have
Like it's got to be like a hot
certain year.
rod sort of thing. Yeah. And then another one that I want to do just because it's so close, and my friend Christy actually goes every single year from Detroit. She'll fly down for it. Is Cruising the Coast. I want to do that one too, just because it's so close, and I really like that section of road, and I like the South. So.
And we do have plans.
We want to do with the Smokey car.
With the Smokey car.
Yeah.
We do, it only has 9,000 original miles.
Which is crazy.
So we have to trailer it pretty much.
Yeah,
but the first thing is we're going to take it out of hibernation. And then we're going to do something with it. We want to not just do something with it. We want to reenact all of the tests that were done with that car and driver, Hot Rod Magazine, all the
That'll tell us if we're missing some stuff.
yes, yes.
That'll
So
tell us if we're missing
like
some
right
stuff.
now in the initial test, we slammed the engine up against the firewall. There is a lot of torque. You can literally, you don't want to take off in first gear. You want to take off in second gear, and it just beat. I mean, I just barely gave it the gas, and that thing was just a beast. I
Whoa.
mean, so I know that's so far just from the initial drive. But what we want to do now is we have the fifth wheel, the original fifth wheel that hung on the car. They made
People are going to be thinking you're going to like put a camper
yes,
on it. You got to explain the fifth
not
wheel.
a fifth. Yeah, fifth wheel goes way back to the day when they did the EPA testing in Car and Driver. That's probably what the old timers will remember. The Car and Driver magazine. There was a tire hanging on the side of the car. They a suction cup it in the side of it. They stuck it on the car. They put a bicycle tire, and it's spinning behind you, and it's telling you how many miles you're going. So they always stick this wheel on the car so that's more accurate than the speedometer. Well, we have the original scientific wheel that hung on the car that Car and Driver made Smokey remove and put their wheel on because they thought
They didn't trust him.
They didn't trust him. So they said, take your wheel off, and they put their wheel on the same one. The wheel we have, the tire is bald. It's been used a lot. The Fiero that's
Do we need to replace the tire?
I want to get a new tire for it. I got a new tube for it, and the shop mom says, replace the tire. Don't just do the tube, because what if we have a blowout on the rear the tire?
We don't want that.
He did manipulate it in the sense that he bought two of them. The first one he had, this is what I'm getting at, was an analog one, and the numbers actually roll over like an analog number. Like you remember the numbers that you push and the numbers go back. So the first box is actually analog numbers that roll.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he has another box, and he's got three boxes on top of each other. So what he did to the wheel, on one side of the wheel is the sensor. He modified the wheel and put two sensors on it. And he ran the cables in, and he's running more than one box.
Oh.
So that he can check the digital readout and the analog readout, which is kind of cool. So anyway, the car still has the plate on the back of the car that hangs the wheel. So we're going to put the wheel on. We're going to put the wheel on, and we're going to actually do 0 to 60, quarter mile, and miles per gallon.
The folks are laughing that why didn't they trust Smokey?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the truth. I mean, it's in his books. It's in his book. They made him take the wheel off. And
Okay, but remember, he always went by, it didn't say you couldn't. It wasn't breaking rules. He was just reading them very well.
And we could even test, did he manipulate the wheels?
Oh.
Because we know now with an iPhone, with any phone, Samsung, any phone you have, you can actually test miles per hour. There's a lot of stuff now that we can use on the phone in the car, and we could probably get pretty close to what we want. I want to actually put the wheel back on the car, and because it'd be neat, and it'd be a neat, thing to restore it too. I'm not going to re-chrome plate it, but at least clean the bearings and put new rubber on it. But I do want to hang the wheel back on the back of the car.
It's cool. The little bracket's still there in the bumper.
Yeah,
It's kinda neat.
and right when you open the trunk, there's a little piece of the seal that he had to cut to ring the wires in.
Oh.
So I have the wheel, all the electronics, and the wire. So all we have to do now is put it up on the lift and run the wire back the way he had it. But you can see where on the side of the door, he pulled the screws off, and he wasn't really particular about what screws went back in. They're just sheet metal screws in. So the little,
Oh man,
the little
Smokey.
seal, but do you care? I mean, I don't know. I do. We would find, or like I would be going crazy and throwing stuff. I wouldn't be throwing stuff, but I'd be really upset if I didn't have the original screw.
That's why we would do poorly in dealerships, Danny.
Yeah, that's why it's not profitable.
Don't get us wrong. We both work flat rate. There's no getting around that. We're only getting paid for the work that we're doing. But regardless, dealerships would hate us.
I want to put the same screws back in. I mean, we zip lock everything we do, and these are just regular screws. So I know that's been pulled off. Plus, I knew that's where you ran the wire through. And underneath the passenger side where your feet go, there's a little block with the little screws. Where all the electronics go in.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
So he put a little block, and he ran that to the power source, and right there where the electronics are for the fifth wheel is where they plug in. That block is still there. That block is still there, and all the gauges that Smokey put in the car are still there. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of and then we like I said, we need to find a venue. Either Circuit of the Americas, maybe I thought it'd be cool, like for duct tape drags or whatever.
Oh my God,
just
yeah.
to
Show
trailer
it
it there
off.
and just do an exhibition run.
Do a couple runs, meet some people.
Yeah,
like, do
so
some stuff.
we're not going to race anybody, but we do need to go down the quarter-mile track
We do.
to just see that it does do what Smokey said it did.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 7M representation in the comments.
Oh, here we go.
Love it vetted. But yeah, Danny, I'm kind of thinking that we should.
We'll get back in.
Set a date.
Set a date, and we'll. So if you don't have this, I'll leave it there so the people that are watching later go ahead and get it.
Put a link.
We'll
in
put
the
a link,
description.
and maybe
Yeah.
I'll just put a link to Trish. Exactly. That. So if you don't have it, like I said, you can. A lot of people just hung along and just kind of listened to the stories. And
They would
went
just
with it.
listen to the
But a
stories.
lot of people did buy the books and started.
Because sometimes I would like read aloud from it.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you don't want me to read. It'll
Not
be-
the best of that.
Yeah.
So if we do it like next Friday, that's the 7th. That could work out. I can't do the 14th, but we could, and I can't do the 15th because that's that weekend. I got my dad in town, and he's chaos. He's complete and utter chaos, so I'm not bringing him over. But we can also do the 21st. We can also do the 21st. So
Yeah, so there you go. I think we're.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all on board. We like it. Any opportunity to talk about Smokey Unit, you know me.
I mean, we could also we could set the date far. Like we could set the date for something like the 21st if you wanted to, or something like that, and then that gives people enough time to get the book, and then we could start reading like the first chapter.
Yeah, and
Is
start from there.
that is that too crazy, you guys? Like sometimes I feel like if we don't just like commit, then like next thing you know, it's like things just pass us by, and we're like we're lost in the sauce. We're lost in the sauce because we both have very busy lives. So.
Yes, but
Is that crazy? Does anyone just wanna
I'm on
jump
board.
back in the
So
book club?
I got to.
Who has the book?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
And if we started posting out there that we're going to do it again, a lot
With
of
the
people that
links.
were in the book club, because I gotten a bunch of messages, Sean
I
gets
know.
messages. What happened to book club? What happened to book club? They love book club. You don't need, a pandemic to have a book club.
Brian says he has it.
All right.
Brian!
That was always so good.
Trying to see if we have just like the first chapter is very long.
And
so
Mike
I don't
is
know
right.
If we could read, like, the
and
first.
I did as well. In fact, somewhere in the shop in boxes, I have a bunch of Circle Track magazines. When me and Shop Mom first started dating, that was
have-
part of our date.
I have a couple copies thanks to one of y'all. Got me Circle Track. Just the ones with some of those with Smokey. Now, see, what I'm thinking is we could read up to page 50 and stop at 1961 for the 21st.
Okay.
Is that too crazy? Do you want to do a Friday? Are we
Lucky
down?
Talons has the books.
We're on board. Who else has the book?
Lucky Talons.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Well, let's just do it.
Let's just do it. So we're gonna read 50 pages, but we're going to. Oh, Mike. Well, you're always welcome to mail them to us, and we would be happy to write a little positive message in there
Oh,
for
yeah.
you. You can
Send
also
it back.
Danny still has, I don't know what the situation is with the Shop Mom email, but Danny has a bunch of our postcards from book club 2 that we'll send to you that are signed, and we'll just send you that stuff for free. Like, if you honestly just want one of our little cards with our happy little faces in it with a little autograph
I
as your
still
bookmark.
I got to
We're
find
happy
out
to
where
do that.
they're at. Well,
Yeah, we
I know
moved.
where I know
So-
where the honing all is at, and we tried this the last time,
yes.
and we did 10, one of 10, and little jars with honing oil.
Oh yeah, I've got.
And I was pretty surprised that people they wanted some honing oil. It's just a smell in the shop that reminds you of old school way of honing. But I still have Smokey Unit's original honing oil that's in a hone,
I have
and
some
I've actually
in a
honed
jar.
with his stones for the 302 Ford. So anyway, I put some out and did it to little jars with the wax on it. I didn't take the time, and I put them in an envelope with the bubble wrap. But the post office smashed a bunch of them. So I think only 2 or 3 people actually got one that was still a jar. The other people got busted
Not the
ones.
post office.
Yeah,
All right.
wow.
you
Well,
can't
I
trust
should have
them.
put them in a little box or something. But I do have these
Torsten's
little.
asking if we're doing the 21st for sure, you guys. Make a commitment.
I'm down for the 21st. I don't have anything going on. My dad will be gone, so
All
the
right.
21st could work for me. What do you want to do? 5 o'clock again on the 21st?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
That's fine.
That's
Okay, so
fine.
we'll do
We
5
have a
p.m.
date.
live stream. And that's amazing. Let's 5 p.m. live stream. And we're gonna read to page 50 in the book. And we're gonna stop at here, page 50. We're gonna stop here at 1961. So go ahead and screenshot this, you guys, if you want to. But we're both gonna make an announcement all across our social media
Yes.
channels
Central
as
Standard
well.
Time. They're asking what
Oh
time.
yes,
Central.
yes, Central Time. So 5 p.m.
But they do wanna
Central,
watch.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. What is that? 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
And you Arizonians, I have no freaking clue. We got some folks from Phoenix.
We'll have to let Terry know because he's in Germany. We have
Oh.
no clue what time. So
it's
do you want to put a bookmark there?
I am going
there
to.
we go.
There we
Oh, that's
go.
not a.
That's not a bookmark, but I'm going to put this here.
Okay, that's perfect.
For now, and then
They want our bookmarks. Yeah, 5
I
o'clock
can't wait.
Texas time. You got it, Torsi. What did you say, Frank? He meant me. Where are we? 21st works. Amazing. Oh, his got broken. Okay, so we'll.
So Phoenix is just an hour behind us.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
so it'll be.
Well, you never know because they're like they don't do the daylight savings. So I get a little lost sometimes with the Arizonans. But Mike is reminding everyone to click the like button.
Oh,
Come on,
yes.
people.
So that's a
Yes.
good idea.
Give us a like. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's a good
You probably
idea.
already subscribed because you knew when we turned on. So like that. Anyone that just is coming across, and this is going to be out there, so people will watch it later.
Well, exactly.
Hit the like and subscribe.
Go
give
ahead.
somebody some
But also,
love.
you guys, just in case you are new here and you don't understand what the heck is book club, we will link the cheapest place to buy the books, which is directly from the Unique family. Actually, you can still buy the books. And we had a deal going on. We had a special when the book club first started to get all 3. If you're new and you just want to get the 3rd book, go ahead. We will link it. Make sure that you know where to find it. If you try to buy it on eBay or thrift books or anything like that, it's going to be like hundreds of dollars because they're
I see them on
limited.
eBay over $1,000 for the 3 and the
For the
hard
3
copy
books,
book.
yeah, the hard.
And
I have the soft copies. I'm very, very grateful. And last time when we started a book club, I think we actually had some of you guys like sponsoring people, like buying
Yeah.
people
Books
in
for
the
other-
club
Yeah, we
books.
did.
It
We
was
had a lot of very
so
generous
cool.
people.
So
And it was very neat because some people going, "Oh my God, when I open the books up, I could actually smell smoke."
oh yeah,
smoky."
because there was a fire in the
There
shop.
was a fire in the shop.
Yeah.
So Trish actually gave a better deal if you didn't mind the ones. They weren't wet. They weren't. There's nothing wrong with them. But people actually thought that was like part of it, or they could smell the smoke when they opened up the book. They
Yeah.
actually like that. And But anyway, she's real cool. So we'll see. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
So what is book club? So what we do is we just like we just did, we set a date and then we set an amount of pages to read. And it's not like crazy, like we're not going to read like the entire book in like a month, obviously. Like we're going to digest it. We're going to enjoy it. And then when we meet again on the 21st at 5 p.m. Central Time, we're going to just talk about the 50 pages together. So, well,
Dark
thank
Blaze.
you.
Well, thank you.
Very kind.
We may have to open up some wine.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all don't need much of an excuse.
I know we never need an excuse.
No.
So we'll talk about things that we thought were awesome. We invite you to talk about things that you thought were awesome. So come with quotes from the book or things you noticed from the book that you want to talk about, and we'll talk about them with you. I tend to highlight. I'm an active reader. I like to highlight my books and write in them. And normally I'll read a couple passages that I loved, and then of course we'll do some show and tell. Quite often Danny has real props that he will
Anything
show.
was in the book. That's what's kind of neat. It's like, look, here's the
It's
part that he's
real.
talking about.
Yeah,
Here's,
yeah.
And a lot of his inventions, I do have some of the stuff that he's talking about. And Dark Blaze is asking if I had ever heard about the Silver Volt by GM, and I have not. The GM did have one of the best electric cars, but never heard of the Silver Volt.
The original car is in
Original cars.
Kingman, Arizona. Wow.
So it's probably
Is it
in real good shape
still-
because Arizona doesn't have a lot of.
Oh yeah, and that's
west.
like a very small little town. Interesting. It's like kind of outside of Vegas, right? I think I've been there a few times, but Anyway,
Now I need to go look up
is it
Supra.
still? Yeah, is it still there? It was made in the 1980s. Whoa, neat.
So was Faye.
Yeah, I was. Same year as the first Mark III Supra. Best
Really?
year.
Oh.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
It's meant to be.
1986. Yeah, that's a good year.
That was the year I met Danny.
1986 is the best year ever. Oh my gosh.
It was a good year.
Yeah, it was a
good
great.
year.
It was a great year.
I
I
mean,
mean,
September of '86.
Yeah. September of '86.
Yep.
Goodness gracious me.
Yep. Strange coincidence.
It's strange. Yeah. Oh, it's like there is I don't know. We were like in alignment out there.
Oh, we need to look up. Well, we don't need to look up whatever. But
That's Bennett's birth year too. Amazing.
Yeah.
We got a
What
bunch of
What were the
1986
stars
babies.
doing? Yeah. So,
Very cool. All right. So
So I went ahead and posted it. What time? Automotive Book Club,
thank you.
the 21st, 5 p.m. on this channel, Central Standard Time. Everybody's been warned.
Okay.
Everybody's been-
You
You've
up,
been
folks, because we're taking attendance.
you've been warned.
you've been.
We'll be quizzing you. Yeah, another thing that we like to do as well is Smokey Dictionary. So Smokey makes up his own words, kind of.
Yes,
So
I hope. Yes, and a lot of
well, he
times
has a dictionary
yeah,
in one of the other books.
In fact, it's in the book because a lot of times it's good to get acquainted with his verbiage or
Yeah.
whatever however it would be to pronounce it, because he does have words for different things.
Exactly.
And it's pretty cool.
He's got his own language. So
yes, he does have his own language.
So we do sort of like, yeah, Smokey.
And he was a
words
very
of the month.
well-read man.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't know until you start reading, a bunch of his stories and stuff. But in like I said, you put everything together, and he loved to read the paper. He loved to read. He was very, he'd be at a NASCAR, race, waiting, and he's reading, getting current events. So anyway, he was pretty cool. He was cool in many ways.
Sick. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I guess that's kind of all I want to talk about today.
All right,
Well, that was a
that's
bonus.
it.
We weren't expecting to play in book club, so
Yeah.
You never know.
See what y'all do.
And Brian's letting us know right now that he may be late because his shop doesn't close until 6.
Oh, fair enough.
But he gave us advance warning, so he's excused.
Okay, you're excused.
Well, that's very cool.
We'll give you a
That's-
tardy slip. You'll be
right.
fine, Brian.
Right, we'll be fine.
Very cool. So yeah, we got a lot of cool things in the works then.
Yeah.
So 21st book club, and then sometime in March, when we determine it to be appropriate for both of our schedules, we'll be getting the Smokey car back out of storage and showing you what that looks like.
And
You know,
we're going to try to find that's not a long term.
Short-term storage.
Sometimes,
Yeah, short-term
and
storage.
sometimes we do want to find a venue to drive the car.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have because it doesn't have plates on it, you guys.
Yeah.
So we can't like just drive it on the road, and you don't want to title it. You don't want to.
We don't because exactly because you have to turn in the title or the paperwork, and then they stamp it in Texas and they keep it, and then they give you the title. Well, it's literally we have the invoice and stuff from the Soliz Smoking for $1, and he signed the paper, and we want to keep it. We want to keep it that way. Right now, it just has a paper plate or whatever on the back of it. But we have our buddy Kirk who drag races. So I got a feeling unless it's a weekend they're doing some kind of big NHRA event, I think we can convince Kirk to come with. But we need to be an enclosed trailer. We wouldn't put this also on a flatbed regular trailer.
Oh, yeah,
and smash
I
the
know.
windshield with a rock it's kind of at the point it is right now. It's like, man, it's when you open the door, it still smells like a brand new car inside.
Yeah. Oh.
So
Brian says you can drive it, just don't get caught.
Brian!
yeah, and the thing is that
We
they.
have done that. We have done that.
We drove it from the shop back here, and I actually when we took it to the New York Auto Show, I had eBay Motors give me a plate, and they're like, "What do we need a plate?" I said, "I can't believe you don't have eBay Motor plates for cars that y'all put on display and stuff." Anyway, y'all missed out on that. But they went and they had one made for me, so I put that on the car, and I was really hoping if a sheriff or somebody pulls behind me, maybe they'll see that, and maybe they won't. But anyway, a shop mom was behind me anyway, and it wasn't that far from the shop.
Yeah.
But it is scary that, like shop mom says,
They can seize it.
Yeah, they can seize it, and how would you get it back? I mean, plus
You
it
can't
has
prove it's yours. Yeah.
yeah, and it has a running hot vapor engine in it,
Yeah.
so it'd be out of our hands.
Yeah,
So
we can't. Not worth the risk, but we'll trailer it. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll think of what would be something that's close to home. So we're not taking it all over Kingdom Come. But we'll come up. We'll see an event, and then we'll definitely if we make a decision, we'll let you guys know. Like we're not gonna leave you out of it. We'll make sure that you know so you can come and see
With
the
enough
car in
time,
person.
yeah, because people could actually, we could have a cool meet. It'd be fun.
Yeah, especially if it's like a cool car event that like everyone else would want to go to too. It's like a win.
And we have 5 hot vapor engines, so
It's a lot.
they're not. We're gonna dissect into them. The Plymouth. There's a lot of video on it with us putting it back together again in the car. So there's a lot of video you can watch on that one. But the other engines, there's not anything on it. And our goal is actually to do a modern a hot vapor engine, fuel injected, a computer, all the modern. If it did that back then with the carburetor, what can we do now with today's technology? So
We should make a hot vapor for the Supra.
maybe a hot vapor Supra.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
It'd be fast.
Wouldn't that be cool for
Yeah.
SEMA?
Oh my God.
We have we have so many ideas.
I know.
So I don't know if you've been.
I gotta come up with a car to put in a booth this year. So
So we got
one of mine
we
will
got ideas,
show
and
up.
and I like development stuff. I like to develop. I like stuff, and the compressed air engine and the compressed air system is now proven and done. Now everybody wants one, and so that one in my eyes, I always joke. I say I have an engine with the coldest air on Earth. The inlet air temperature, it's below zero. It's 40 degrees below zero.
Yeah.
It's the coldest air inlet temperature on Earth. We also have the engine with the hottest inlet air temperature on Earth.
that's pretty sick.
So yes,
That's a flex, Danny. That's a flex.
that is, and when Gail Banks, because cold air density, go watch his videos, air density, cold, and then we were talking, and he knew Smokey and stuff, and even in one of his old videos on air density, he ended it. There's a spot there at the end, because I said, well, you probably don't, how about the hottest air on Earth, and he adds a little spot to Smokey Unique on the hot vapor engine there at the end there. So there is other air density isn't everything. It's combustible fuel.
Right.
But anyway, so now we're done with the coldest air, unless we put one on a Supra. Yeah, maybe some little cold air intake. Not cold air intake. We're actually injecting cold air.
Injected
And
cold
we're
air,
making
yeah.
boost without a turbo. So maybe
Well, this one has a turbo too.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So
Well,
anyway,
we're getting ahead
maybe
of
we'll
ourselves.
just use this Supra as a test bed. Huh?
Brian says he ordered that magazine with your article, listed Danny as for how I heard about the magazine.
Oh, well, thank you, Brian.
That's way cool.
That
yes.
is. Oh, thank you, Brian.
Yes, we
I
got some.
love Brian.
We got some.
He's such a family member.
And the reason we all
I've met him.
The reason we
Oh.
all say peace and assembly grease
It's
is
because of
Because
Brian.
of Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. All our peeps are we actually do.
They're like our family.
Yeah. And we don't just I mean, we're actually we learn from y'all. Just anyway.
All right.
What else, Sean? What else we got?
No, I just
Let me see.
Bob Miller is mentioning that you're competing with Faye for a number of engines.
We're not competing. I don't ever think that. Yeah. I don't think, because that's something that we do generally. I mean, it's not shouldn't say generally. We never compete.
No.
We always, we always.
No,
I was
they
like,
really do complement each other.
yeah, we're always.
Very supportive.
Yeah,
of
we
each
get
other's
so excited on whatever
works.
on whatever we're working on. We generally do get that excited on a broken bolt. I mean, we get excited on the silliest things, and it's never.
I do have to finish that video.
Yeah, and it is really never, who's where we're gonna film it on what. It just doesn't. It's so natural. We don't even a lot of stuff we don't even film. But it's not that we're
That's
trying to
true.
film stuff. But we're not.
Because it's
Competing really is we don't.
yeah,
there's
that's
no-
true. But
yeah.
which is nice because sometimes you're in competitions with people that you don't even know you got yourself into.
Mm.
Next thing you know, it's like, oh, all right, well,
Will someone please rescue me? No.
Yes.
I know. I was like, I didn't realize we were keeping track of that. But yeah, we do have. So we got a bunch of cool things coming up. So yeah, right now I'm actually working on editing videos for both of us, and I'm behind on both of them. But that's all right. We're behind. We're behind on things. But
And then
anyway,
our own
all right.
personal things.
Oh,
we're working on
my
our own personal.
Lord.
And you like working on some. I don't say you like, but we do. But it's like no one ever likes to work on their own cars. Except,
Well, I like to work them out.
yeah.
You'd
rather work on your own
I like
cars
to
than
mess
anybody
with
else's cars.
them, and yeah, because then it's like I'm pouring my love into them, and then I know I
don't
don't,
know if- I
like
don't know
anyone
if-
else touching my stuff. I don't like other people touching my stuff. I don't
Yeah.
trust anyone else with my stuff.
Because they may break a bolt and you stick a nut in the back of it. I'm just playing, kids. I'm just playing.
All right. Well, we gotta wrap this up because I gotta get home and edit a
Yes.
video that I gotta put out tomorrow for you guys.
So tomorrow,
So we will see you.
there'll
Yeah,
be
hopefully.
a message about a new video that she's putting out.
Hopefully, yeah. And I gotta get to my chickens. It is chicken time. It is chicken time with the ladies. Well, thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
joining us in this last minute live stream. I so look forward to see you guys again on the 21st for book club, and you might see us again before that, but we just it might be unplanned. It might be unplanned. So, anyways, peace and
I don't
assembly
have to
grease.
type it in. I'm just going to say it. Same thing.
Oh, you were gonna type it out?
No, I don't have to.
Peace
Peace
and
and assembly grease, everybody.
Peace
Thank you.
and
Thanks,
assembly
Shop
grease.
Mom. This was fun. Thanks,
was
babe.
awesome.
And remember the 21st, people.
We will see you all on the 21st. Don't
5
be late.
p.m.
I'll try not to be
Central
late.
Time. We'll try not to be late. No promises, because it is us after all.
Yeah.